At this point, they're just letting this happen and letting it go unchecked. So guys, I wasn't sure what channel to do this on, the Angry Prepper or the Angry Truth channel, but so I'm going to keep it on the Truth channel because this is about the migration crisis or the illegal immigrants here in New York City. Excuse me. Because I keep saying migrants because obviously, you know, the news and then you get brainwashed with the bullshit. So the illegal immigrant crisis here in New York City is out of control. But in one specific place in Queens, Jackson Heights, Queens to be exact, this thing is exploding out of control. Now, I want to do a walkabout, if you will, in Jackson, Queens in the next couple of weeks. I know that I have to be in my A game when I go there. So when I walk through there, rather, sorry. So I know that, you know, things could get a little dicey, but whatever. We're definitely going to do one within the next week or two because I know I got a busy week this week and next week. But whatever. It's going to be in broad daylight because I want you guys to see the nonsense that's going there and the nonsense that's going unchecked. So, on Roosevelt Ave in Jackson, Queens, New York, the hookers, the lady of the nights, the whores, the hooker whores, whatever you want to call them, they are running rampant in broad daylight in this neighborhood. Keep in mind, this neighborhood was always a high Spanish population. If I'm not mistaken, it was mainly a lot of South and Central Americans there in this neighborhood. But these were working class people who did the right thing. They came here, whether it was illegally or not, they came here, they got jobs, they worked, they opened up businesses and things of that nature. Fine. Now, with the illegal immigrants coming to New York City, a lot of them are being shuttled to the hotels and housing areas there. In turn, those neighborhoods turned into shit fast. Now, earlier this year, I talked about how they had a swap meet, if you will, or a flea market on the street with people selling obnoxious amount of stolen items there. They're still selling stolen items there. So you don't hear about it in the news much anymore, but they're still selling stolen items there. But the bigger problem is the prostitution. The women who are there, who are undoubtedly being sex trafficked, undoubtedly. Now, some of them might be doing this on their own, but a lot of them are doing this through way of a pimp. And people are like, pimp? I haven't seen one of those since fucking, you know, Superfly or I'm gonna get you sucker, right? So they're back, and obviously they're not wearing feathers in the caps and the fucked up shoes with the goldfish in them. They're just regular average dudes who are hiding in buildings or in cars watching their product in case somebody's coming around to mess with them. Now, the craziness about the whole thing is the precinct in that area knows exactly what's going on and is doing nothing about it. And this is why I say they're letting this happen. Because you could walk down the street and go, Consuela, she's wearing a miniskirt. Her vagina's showing out of the bottom of her fucking skirt. That's a hooker whore outfit. She's wearing the hooker whore uniform of the day, right? Which is tits out of her turtleneck and skirt up her ass. Nonetheless, you know what a hooker looks like. They're not like hiding it either, right? They're dressing the part. And cops are rolling up and down the street and not pulling them over. Now, there was a sex worker law that they wanted to put in place, either was New York State or New York City. They wanted to start protecting sex workers. This doesn't qualify as that because these women are being forced into it, even though from the videos I'm watching and the images I'm seeing on the newspaper, or online newspaper, sorry, they seem to be enjoying it. Now, I know that hookers can put on a great show. They're the greatest actresses to ever live. But still, this is some craziness that it's out in the open. The stolen goods are still out in the open. People are walking by and going, that was in my store. You know, and then there's nothing they can do. I mean, there's a lot you can do, but you got to become a vigilante. You got to be like Batman. Put a mask on your face and start fucking people up. That's what you have to do, right? And now you understand why Batman wears a mask. Not because he's a coward, because there's a lot of blowback that can happen. Still, this is happening in a lot of major cities. Now, New York City seems to be the worst. I'm not sure if it's happening in other cities, but I know that the prostitution is in other cities. That's without a doubt. Wherever crime goes, prostitution goes. Tren de Agua and MS-13, and there's a couple of other South American gangs floating about. A lot of them are being folded into the Tren de Agua gang and MS-13. They are moving women throughout the country. And again, how does a black guy in the middle of New York City know this? Well, I know this because I got contacts and connections. And if I notice, the police notice. If the police notice, the FBI notice. The ATF, the CIA, the President of the United States. Well, maybe not the President of the United States, but all politicians know where all of this is going on. They know what route these people are taking. Is it 95 or is it 80, right? Is it 70 or 73? They know where the main thoroughway of these kids and women are being trafficked. They're not doing anything about it. Then they're seeing them on the street. There goes Consuela. She was missing 2 weeks ago in Detroit. Here she is in New York. They're not doing anything about it. The current administration, whether that's the mayor, governor, president of any of these city, towns, whatever it is, they know exactly what's going on. The police departments know what's going on, and nothing is being done. Now, of course, when I do my walkabout, again, I'm still going to flip-flop on the angry truth and the angry prepper. Matter of fact, I would like to put that to a vote in the comment section below. Let me know where you want to see it the most, and that's where I'll show it. Whatever vote wins. Matter of fact, I'll just put the vote in the community board and see what people say. And then you can also comment in the comment section below. But still, guys, all of this is being done on purpose. On purpose. You can't tell me that, like, you're letting active criminals in. You're seeing these kids with tattoos come in with gang tattoos and shit on, right? Now, I don't have any gang tattoos, right? This is a Trade Center related tattoo. That's it. And then I got some shit on my chest and my back. None of it's gang related. But this kid that I saw down at Row NYC had a 9mm on his arm, and I thought it was, and he had a stack of money, and I thought I saw a brick of coke on his arm. I never seen that tattooed on anybody's arm. And I'm staring at his arm like, is that a brick of coke? You know, like, I'm trying to identify this shit and think it was. Still, definite gang member. Hanging out in front of NYC Row, chilling like he owns the place. This guy's gang is getting out of control, and because there are other South American gangs out here, and I think there are some trying to make a name for themselves. I don't know what their names are yet, but I will find out. Like I said, some of them are being folded into Trinidad, some of them being folded into MS-13, and there's a couple of them that are trying to stand out on their own. Either way this ends, this is going to end in some screwed up gang violence nonsense, or you're going to have both gangs merge, and they're going to be the Trinidad 13. Whatever, I just made that bullshit up. But still, you get my point. Things are getting bad, and it's being done on purpose because everybody knows where MS-13 is, where Trinidad is, which new gangs are coming across the fucking border from actually Central America, not South America. Central America, a lot of these new gangs are coming across and starting their shit. Everybody knows this, and no one's doing anything about it. Anyway, guys, this is the Angry Prepper. Thank you for watching the Angry Truth channel.